What's up, everybody? All the fight fans out there. So this week was a huge week of announcements for some big fights, and on top of that, we have a big fight night card this weekend from Abu Dhabi. The Reaper Robert Whitaker is facing RDR Robert DeRinner. Wow, that's going to be a good fight, man. Especially after DeRinner's last performance against Bo Nickel, stoppage by knees, man. He really showed a lot, and a lot of people don't give DeRinner the credit that he deserves. You know, coming over from one, people forget he was a two-time champion. He was the 85 champ and the 205 champ. Comes over here, gets a couple good fights, subs Holland, with the Darce, and then goes and fights Bo Nickel, which everybody thought he was going to get mopped up, and just shows Bo Nickel that there is levels to this game. Stops him with huge knees, vintage Dutch style. I really like RDR, but he's going against the Reaper, Robert Whitaker. He's coming back after that loss, disappointing loss to Khamzat Chimaev at 308. Everybody knows Khamzat takes him down, ends up breaking his teeth, breaking his jaw or something like that back in at 308. But, man, I think that's going to be a banger. It's a perfect main event for a fight night. And, of course, it's going to be in Abu Dhabi. I'm going to lean Robert Whitaker in this fight. I think Robert Whitaker is going to come back with a vengeance after the loss from Khamzat Chimaev. I think he's going to mix it up a lot better than Bo Nickel ever could. Bo Nickel was so just simple, elementary on the feet, throws one shot at a time. Everybody knows what he wants to do. He wants to wrestle. RDR was always ready for that. And he made Bo Nickel pay in that fight, and he made him pay big. So I think Robert Whitaker is going to be able to mix it up so much better than that. He's going to, his that karate style blitz that Robert Whitaker likes to do is so it's so easy and simple for him to do, and it catches people off guard. They're not ready for that big blitz, and then they forget sometimes, I think, that he is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he loves to get the fight to the ground. He can finish you on the ground. So I think his easiest path to victory is going to get RDR down and get a sub win. If not, a TKO win by strike. So I'm going to go with the Reaper, Robert Whitaker, on that fight. And then the co-main, we got Petr Yan taking on Marcus McGahee. Marcus McGahee is on a 4-win fight streak since he's got to the UFC. He beat Jonathan Martinez at UFC 309. But he's stepping up. This is the big boys now. You got a former world champion in Petr Yan standing in front of you. He's hungry. He just saw O'Malley lost. And he wants a shot. He wants another shot back at Marab. And I think if he can get through Marcus McGahee and then possibly another big win, I think he's right back in the mix. I don't know if it's going to go any different, but if anybody knows, these Russian guys, man, they don't play. And Petr Yan is a different type of Russian. He's not one of the guys from the Caucasus areas. He's not a big wrestler. He likes to strike. His boxing is so good and clean. I think Petr Yan gets the job done, and he gets it done decisively by knockout. I'm taking Petr Yan. I usually wouldn't go this far down on the card, but Shara Bullet, the red-headed pirate, is fighting Marco Andre Barrio. Marco Andre Barrio just came off of a big knockout over Bruno Silva at UFC 315. I think he's deserving of that fight. Shara Bullet, of course, is coming off the loss against MVP. It's going to be a good matchup, man. I really think Barrio has the size. He might be able to push Shara Bullet around. But Shara Bullet's striking is so awkward, and he comes from all different angles. And, he's got one eye. It's just like, how does this guy land strikes at this from all angles, and you can only see from one side of his face? I think it's going to be a really good match. I'm going to play spoiler here. I'm going to go Marco Andre Barrio by submission on this fight. I think they're going to test each other out, and I think Marco Andre Barrio is going to be like, I don't want to deal with this on the feet anymore. He definitely doesn't want to eat a double backhand or a double back fist. So I think he gets to the ground and gets the job done over Sharp Bullet. Some other big announcements this week. Of course, UFC 321. Aspinall versus Gane. Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall versus the Frenchman Cyril Gane. I think everybody that watches this sport knows enough that Tom Aspinall has a knockout power. He's fast, he's young, he's big, and everything I just said goes for Cyril Gane as well. He's young, he's fast, he's big. They both like to strike. They both like to be on the feet. The equalizer is that Aspinall knows how to wrestle, and he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. I think Tom is going to fill Gane out for the first round, maybe two, give the fans what they want. And if it doesn't go as easy as he thinks it might, or if he can't sleep him within the first 2 rounds, which I think he will anyways, he can always rely on jiu-jitsu, get Gane down, make him submit. I mean, if John Jones could do it, I'm pretty sure Aspinall can do it. Not taking anything away from John Jones. I mean, he is the GOAT, but still, he kind of left everybody with a sour taste in their mouth by not fighting Tommy Aspinall. But it is what it is. I'm going Aspinall, clear-cut victory. I'm going to go knockout. Second round knockout for Tom Aspinall. Everybody's making a big thing about his grappling, and that probably would be his cleanest, easiest way to victory. But I think he's going to make a statement that I am the champ. I retired John Jones without even fighting him, and I'm going to prove why. John had to wrestle him. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going Tommy Aspinall. Knockout, defends his undisputed UFC heavyweight title. UFC 320, we have Ankalaev versus Pereira 2. I think the first fight was very underwhelming. I thought Ankalaev had a really good game plan going in. He fought smart. He fought safe. He did stand up with Pereira, and he made it interesting at times. But I think from what's been coming out, Alex was hurt going in there. I mean, he's always hurt. That guy is a beast. He's always stepping in on short notice, taking fights injured. He's always beat up. He's traveling all around the world. They call him when he's in Australia. He flies back on 3 weeks, takes a fight. He saves UFC 300 with the main event. I mean, he's just everywhere. Credit to him, but you know he's always beat up. I think that fight, it finally caught up to him. I don't think he could really fight at the best of his ability that night. Ankalaev, not taking anything away from him, he did what he had to do. They all signed the contract. You either show up or you don't. I thought he won. But I think this fight's going to be a little bit different. I think that Ankalaev has been talking a lot of shit, which I like. I like when these Dagestani guys are talking a little bit, get a little bit of mouthpiece on them, hype up the fight. Habib is one of one. You can only be stoic for so much, but sometimes you got to do a little bit extra to sell the fights. You want people to watch you fight. That's how you make your money. This is the fight game. It's the fight business, okay? I like that Ankalaev has been talking shit to Pereira. And I think it's going to make it a more interesting fight. I think Pereira's going to come out and want to make a statement to get his belt back. And I think that Ankalaev's not going to want to let him do that. So if I have to pick, I think it's going to go Pereira, 4th round knockout, Pereira. And then my favorite fight on that card, actually, more than this one, the co-main, Merab the Machine Walishvili versus Corey the Sandman Sanhagen. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this fight. I mean, Corey's last win was against Figgy in Des Moines, Iowa on the fight night. Merab, of course, absolutely dominating and finishing Sean O'Malley at 316 in his old stomping grounds in Newark, New Jersey. Merab is just a fucking animal. He just doesn't stop. He's the machine for a reason. I'm just finding it hard to see how can Corey can win that fight. I mean, I don't want to play MMA math where Umar beat Corey, Merab beat Umar, so that's clear cut because it doesn't work that way. Anybody who's ever fought knows it's not that simple. But I just think Merab is just on a freaking rocket ship to the moon right now, and he just can't be stopped. I just don't see Corey being able to do anything that's going to wear Merab down or deter him from keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting like he always does. He wears guys out. He breaks their will. He makes them just quit on themselves almost. I mean, even the great Umar Nurmagomedov, the cousin of Khabib Nurmagomedov, when that fight was going into that fourth round, or the third round at that, you could see Umar's body language change. It almost looked like he just did not want to be in there with Merab anymore. Merab is an animal, absolute beast who just doesn't, he's like the fucking Terminator. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. He just doesn't quit coming. He just keeps coming forward and marching you down and marching you down. If he gets hit, he keeps coming forward. If he doesn't get the shot, okay, he lets you up, shoots again, shoots again, shoots again, until he just embarrasses you and he wears your gas tank out. And he does that knowing that he can go 25 minutes without even, with nothing. Like it's like if he's going in a jog in a park, he can do that in his sleep. 25 minutes, no problem for Merab. I think he breaks Sandhagen down, finishes him in the fourth, maybe the fifth, after he's completely broken him down, broken his will. It's going to be very hard. I like Corey Sandhagen. I'm a big fan of his. I just think that he's not ever felt pressure like Merab is going to bring to him on that for that title fight in the co-main under Ankalaev and Pereira. Great fight. I just think Merab comes out on top. The machine. I'm looking forward to it. Those are the big fight announcements for right now. One last thing before I go. Sad day. R.I.P. the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Terry Bollea passed away today. It's being a kid growing up, Hulkamania was running wild in my household. I can tell you that for sure. It's just sad to hear. You know, he was 71 years old. I don't know all the details yet. There's been different reports coming out that he had went in for surgery and had came out brain dead, or that he had passed away from cardiac arrest. I'm not sure, but just shout out to the Hulkster, man, Hulk Hogan. He was, everybody in my age range, I'm 42, they grew up watching wrestling back in the day. You know, it's a little piece of our childhood that just died today. But R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. One more time. We'll see you again on the next one. Whenever some more breaking news comes out and some more fights get announced, I'll be here to break them down. And I'm looking forward to this weekend for the card. And like I said earlier, I'll be changing up the podcast pretty soon. Get a little bit of studio set up. Bring my brother in. We're going to be breaking down MMA and boxing. Looking to bring another one of my good friends in to break down betting lines and whatnot. So, we're just getting the ball started now. You know, we're getting the ball rolling, and it's going to be nothing but up from here. All right. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.